Unit 4, Middle Childhood of Primary Schooler, Module 20, Socio-Emotional Development of Primary Schoolers. Learning Outcomes. At the end of this module, you should be able to identify the different characteristics of primary school age children in this stage of development. Discuss the different factors that affect the socio-emotional growth of the primary schoolers. Introduction. The developmental theorist Erik Erikson formulated 8 stages of man's psychosocial development. Each stage is regarded as a psychosocial crisis which arises and demands resolution before the next stage can be achieved. Preschool children belong to the 4th stage of Erik Erikson's psychosocial stages. In here, children have to resolve the issue on industry versus inferiority. Erik Erikson's 4th stage of psychosocial development. Industry versus inferiority is the psychosocial crisis that children will have to resolve in this stage. Industry refers to a child's involvement in situations where long, patient work is demanded of them. Inferiority is the feeling created when a child gets a feeling of failure when they cannot finish or master their schoolwork. In this stage, children will most likely have begun going to school. School experiences become the priority, with children so busy doing their schoolwork. The encouragement of parents and caring educators helps to build a child's sense of self-esteem, confidence, and ability to interact positively in the world. Understanding the self. Self-concept is the knowledge about the self, specifically beliefs regarding personality traits, physical characteristics, abilities, values, goals, and roles. It involves a sense of belonging and acceptance, a sense of good, and a sense of being capable of doing good. Having a healthy self-concept does not mean that a child thinks he or she is better than others. It means that he or she likes him or herself, feels accepted by his or her family and friends, and believes that he or she can do well. Primary schoolers are comfortable and show confidence in doing things they are good at, but also show frustrations in things they find difficult. Primary school's children's self-concept is influenced not only by their parents, but also by a growing number of people they begin to interact with, including teachers and classmates. School years. From pre-elementary to primary school, children tend to become increasingly self-confident and able to cope well with social interactions. The issues of fairness and equality become important to them as they learn to care for people who are not part of their families. They are not focused on themselves anymore, but are also aware of the needs and desires of others. The characteristics like loyalty and reliability are being considered, as well as responsibility and kindness.
Building friendship. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling into 2 bodies, said Aristotle. Making friends is a crucial but very important part of children's social and emotional growth. Children during this stage most likely belong to the peer group. Peer groups are characterized by children who belong approximately to the same age group. Primary school children prefer to belong to this peer group of the same age and same gender. Antisocial behavior. Some adults may perceive that some children's behavior towards other children as antisocial. Remember that children at this stage are still forming their own worldviews, and other children may seem curiosity that they need to explore. Parents and teachers can help children make friends. You can consider this following. First is expose the children to kid-rich environments, for example, playgrounds and park. Second is create a play group in your class and let the children mingle with their classmates. Third is when your children hit other children, remind them that their behavior hurts others. And last, coordinate with parents and other teachers so that the children will have a greater opportunity to interact with other children.
So now I will be discussing self-control and implications to childcare, education, and parenting. So, self-control. At school age, children begin to take pride in their ability to do things and capacity to exert effort. So, actually, the preschoolers like to exert more effort than the usual because they like receiving positive feedbacks from their teachers and from their parents. So this would be an opportunity for the parents and teachers to encourage positive emotional responses from children by acknowledging their mature, compassionate behaviors. So next is implications to childcare, education, and parenting. Healthcare providers, teachers, and parents should be able to first gain understanding of their child's social-emotional strengths and weaknesses by observing their child's behavior at home. So the parents, healthcare providers, and the teachers should actually observe their child's behaviors. Work collaboratively with the child's parents and healthcare provider to expand one's insight on the child's development. To see how the child develop, you must collaborate with the parents and with the healthcare provider. Next, provide a supportive setting where children have opportunities to practice emotional regulations and social skills with peers. The more you expose them to a friendly environment, the more they would develop social skills with their co-students or with their friends. Next, give children activities when they can practice taking turns, sharing, and playing cooperatively. So, when we give the opportunity for the children to know when to take their turns, when to share, and when to cooperate, we tend to give them the opportunity to be more open. And next, be a role model of healthy emotions and expressing these emotions appropriately. So when we are mad, of course, we should observe how we say words to the children because they tend to cope up fast to the words we say. So last but not the least, demonstrate calmness and staying in control of one's own feelings. So we would be in control of our feelings and with the control of the child's feelings as well. So that will be all. Thank you for listening.